Yo, MVA fam, before we get to the video, I just want to say thank you. If you've been rocking with us for a while, you know we've grown a lot. So thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for showing the love and growing with us throughout the process. We got a lot of great stuff coming up soon in the works, so stay tuned. So, I'm coming up, want the world to know. Welcome back, MVA fam, it's Pat. So this week we're going to be talking about how you should block the shade from others and only pay attention to the opinions that actually matter. So of course what I'm talking about is what the is the difference between haters and the critics. Yo, Syiren. Yo, Eric. Hit it. Yo, welcome back. All right, so think real hard. Think to last week. I know it was a long time. Last week we talked about the circle of influence. You know, the people that you should pay attention in your life that have similar goals to you, and you should hang out with them a lot because they help you focus on what you want to achieve and you can help them focus on what they want to achieve. Today is all about creating that further distinction between the people that you should hang out with and the people that you probably shouldn't. Like, you know, the relationships that are actually constructive versus destructive. So let's talk about the destructive first. So there's two types of destructive relationships in your life. Think about the people that you hang out with on a regular basis or associate yourself with. So the first type is the intellect gap, as I like to call it. These are the people that pretend to know that they know everything, but they actually don't. It's kind of like the same mentality where you wouldn't go to a farmer for like quantum physics advice. You'd go to them for like farming advice, but not quantum physics. You see what I'm saying? There's like an intellect gap. It wouldn't make any sense. Loved ones, friends, or just random people trying to give you advice where you know they don't specialize in. They may say things, it doesn't mean you should listen. Next thing. The second one, crowd mentality. This is a big one. The crowd mentality is basically, well, let me put it in an analogy form. There's a behavior found in crabs, like normal crabs that you eat. So the mentality is they're really hard to catch on their own. But if you put like a cage with food in it, one crab goes in, all of them follow. So here's a cage with all these crabs in it. There's a bunch of them in there, right? And they're trapped. If one crab tries to get out of the cage and tries to break free, the other crabs would literally tug them back in, the other crab back in. And if they keep on trying, that one crab tries to keep on escaping, they will kill that crab. The crowd mentality. They're not okay with change. They're not okay with you being different. They're not okay with you going out there and trying new things or doing the hard things. So all that shade that they're throwing to you, saying that's stupid or all that negativity, cut it out. That's destructive relationships. So yeah, what I'm saying is don't take their word on things that you know they don't specialize in. Here's the other thing. If the relationship is that parasitic and they're really that bad for you, then cut off communication. More than likely with any relationship, over time, they tend to forget. It's this thing where it says like out of sight, out of mind. So if they're that parasitic to you, just cut off communication and that relationship will fade away. These constructive relationships end up actually being the hardest relationships to maintain. Once you start fostering them, you'll realize this, MVA fam. If you step out of the way, these are the types of people that'll knock you back onto course. And the crazy thing is that they expect the same from you. If they're screwing up, they want you to call them out on it. That's the type of relationship you want to have with constructive relationships. So, and also don't be afraid to ask, hey, what can I do to get better so I can achieve this or that? Don't be afraid to do that. To close out MVA fam, I got some action steps. Last week we talked about, can you reach out to these people that have similar goals to you, aka your circle of influence, and tell them that you're serious. This week, your action step is this. I challenge you. Anytime any shade is thrown your way, or you get a stupid opinion from someone and it bothers you, try to not even give it a second thought. Try to just cut it off, take it out of your mind, and just ignore it. And only focus on the opinions of those that matter. If you got value here, MVA fam, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss a video, and share. as well to your friends. Also, a lot of stuff is happening, so if you want to see all of that and see all the new things happening, follow us on our social media, Instagram and Facebook, description links down below. Next week, we're going to be talking about how to leave a legacy. And until then, see ya!